heavy Poe starting off for Zen here to go up against Neeze on Val. So Neeze also has like 3 to 4 different characters that he likes to play depending on the matchup. Zen, in a similar fashion, has many different characters too. I wouldn't even be surprised to see him pull out blasters if it was appropriate in singles. And here we go for game number 1.
I mean, we did see double VV yesterday, which was interesting. So blasters are definitely not.
Was it Clem plus 1?
Yeah, it was Clem and Nodo. They came out with the dual Mega Man.
I was like,
great.
when you say double VV, I was like, well, there's only one.
Yeah, no, it was a dual Mega Man. It was great. No, we look at the lifetime history, there hasn't been a whole lot here as we get into the opening parts of this first game. And seeing Zen, he has been on the Wushang a little bit this weekend, but definitely a drip swap here going over to the Poe. See Neeze kind
probably one of the less common Wushang.
Especially
but I think about how many.
Especially the color.
Yeah, Wushang's got so many crossovers. Aang, I think, is probably the most popular. But Poe's an option, as we can see there. Zen coming right back to the stage, getting that recovery. Gets hit by that gravity cancel D-line recovery himself. Still holding on, though, in this game 1. Between the two. Yeah,
Neeze is definitely not pulling away with it here in the first minute, 5 seconds of game number 1. Keeping things pretty even. Zen is in knockout range. He's just going to be looking to try and confirm that here shortly. But that there it is. Recovery off the gauntlets is going to go ahead and confirm.
Drops his D-Light recovery. Yeah. I was looking at that. I was like, great, you got the downlight off of the side platform. You're going to be able to get that stock early on because Val's not damaged enough for anything else to knock out. Drops it, and then Neeze gets the wake-up recovery himself to take the first stock. Gets the haymaker, tries to get the neutral line right afterwards, and Zen on the bottom of the stage gets his own recovery, finally finishing off that stock that he should have had as a lead, and evens things up 2-2.
Yeah, very close game thus far. Honestly, I mean, it always, you always can't really judge things off that opening game. They're going to fall in. They're going to try and figure out and try and make those adaptations. But I am really impressed so far how well Zen is keeping in this opening game and how well he is going toe-to-toe with Neeze here. See the weapon throw coming off. Zen's going to get the reversal, though, following up with that Slayer. But Neeze is going to kick it back over the other side of the map, finishing up with that recovery again. And now that D-Light recovery is going to go ahead and confirm, and Neeze is now has a pretty comfortable lead.
Yeah, you talk about Zen matching up well against Neeze. And you have to remember that in 2023, Godly had teamed with Neeze for the majority of the year.
Yes.
But when BCX came around, he scouted out Zen and made him his teammate, right? So this is a player who, while Godly was playing with the likes of Neeze, recognized him having the caliber to be a world champion. So it makes perfect sense to me that they're keeping it this close here, even while Neeze has the lead here in game 1.
Yeah, he's trying to continue on this bonus damage here. I mean, we saw the interview before, though, as Zen is able to confirm they're tying it up. We saw the interview before. Zen let us all know he's concerned about twos. That's what he cares about this weekend. That is what he's worried about as he's trying to get those nairs up off that top platform. Gonna go ahead and get the recovery, taking Neeze up there with him. Oh my God, continuing to extend. Nair bringing him back down. Couldn't find a follow-up off of it, but it definitely had a vision. He's continuing to try to search in here. Neeze catching the landing, pushing over with the Sair. Can he get?
Zig. Oh, doesn't quite hit it. Doesn't get the shuriken, but he gets the neutral. I thought Zen had that down air perfectly placed. Neeze gets a D-line sider, edge guard here, side secret spike. This is like the one time of the game where you want to let the Val side sig rip. He doesn't go for it, goes for the neutral instead. And now while he's unarmed, trying to go for that end sig. It's been all Neeze so far on this stock, and Zen looks like he's about to drop game 1. Is Neeze going to take it? Oh, okay, N6's the wrong way. That has a chance? No, that's it. That's going to be it. D-Light recovery comes through.
You could watch in real time Neeze do his homework during that first game.
Yeah.
It started off very close, and Neeze just kept tightening it up throughout the game and ended up go ahead and confirming it, and it just went more in the way of Neeze the further through that game that we went.
Neeze is an interesting player as far as Brawlhalla history goes, where he's never in anyone's predictions to win anything.
He's not.
He's never been, but he's been in the top 8 of everything. Right, he hasn't missed a Royale. He's been everywhere. When it comes to the top 3 of EU, he hasn't left that for years. And yet we never really talk about his greatness in the same way that we do Godly or Acno or even Blue or Simple, because he hasn't been having any of those gold medal runs that we've seen a lot of other players.
No, I mean, you kind of wonder if it's part of being in that Godly shadow in EU, why we just haven't,
That is the one player that he's not been able to beat, right? Like, that's just, has always been a tough match.
Early stock.
Yeah.
20 a second. And Zen is out of here and looking very healthy on this opening stock from Neeze. And just more of a continuation from that first game. Neeze has got the download. He has got it figured out. And now Zen is doing everything he can to try and catch up here.
Sarah hits, goes in for the nair recovery, can't get it, and sides it comes through. Neeze can't get the spike, weapon throw, avoids it, and then saves him and loses the stock. I cannot believe my eyes, Slow-Mo. That was, okay, Zen. There's not much to be said about that.
Nope, it didn't happen. We're moving on. Nope, didn't even happen. I'm not even going to do that.
We're not even going to do that spiel where it's like, you get hit, you get your chase dodge.
No, we're going to ignore that.
Weapon throw, there, down, ground pound, utter destruction. I think Zen looks over at Neeze and says run it back or something. I'm not really sure what happened there, but that was a fast game too.
I don't think Zen knows what happened right there, to be perfectly honest.
I mean, in one of those moments when you like drop an edge guard like that and you turn into losing your stock at yellow, you probably just go, okay, you got this game, I'll go next.
But now he's in a position where it's continuing to go in the way of Neeze, and now Zen hits 3 in a row. I don't know if that's in the realm of possibility.
He's not switching out the character. Neeze seems to be very comfortable on the Val, destroying Zen here in the opening. Finally, Zen finds himself a sidelight, D-light, side air, and that's going to get him some even damage after Neeze opened up so strongly with the sword. And we'll see if Zen can take the stock lead here, because I think if he starts going behind, Neeze is just going to keep running away with it.
Zen go ahead hitting that sidelight. No follow-up. The D-light there is going to miss. Finishing up, trying to follow up with the nair, but Neeze gets a reversal, pushing the pressure off stage, dodges through the nair. That would have been the end of that stock for Zen. He was out of options, especially after Neeze would have hit that nair, coming down with the nair of his own. Gravity cancel D-light misses, but Neeze fighting with everything he has. An arm could not get the weapon drop. Zen's going to lay it down and confirm the stock and give himself a lead.
Yeah, excellent side sig there coming out from Zen to be able to take the lead here. D-light recovery. Neeze has been really fantastic about being in an area where it looks like he's vulnerable to a recovery coming out from Zen. Zen misses it, then he just gravity cancel D-lights unarmed, oftentimes getting a recovery or a knockout off the top. That sword recovery not going to knock out just yet, goes all the way up there. Zen could have reversal, didn't go for it though, wants to get back to the stage. And now Neeze is really trying to equalize the game, but the bounce off the stage is going to stop Zen from getting knocked out. So tanky here. This beginning stock now finally goes down.
There we go, tying everything back up. Zen getting a little momentum on his side. You love to see it, especially, you know, after being down 2 games, having all of those blows to your mental and still being able to buckle down and do something. But Neeze, now here we go, starting to get into a little bit of a flow state on that sword, catching the landing, continuing to put the pressure on Zen. We're going to see it, no down air attack coming from Neeze, letting Zen put his feet down on the stage and get some offense of his own.
Ooh, down air into Sarah while Neeze was sweating. Does get the recovery though, goes for exhausted recovery to get the knockout off the top, calls the side air, doesn't connect with the neutral, it does. Weapon throw goes all the way up, and Neeze goes for a hard read on a dodge down with that gravity cancel down. Zig not going to quite hit this yet, and okay, slide trick and Zig. Okay, Neeze.
That was an option.
No. He is determined to end this stock unarmed.
Yeah.
He is just staring. What is going on? Hits him with the gauntlet weapon throw off the top of the stage.
Ooh, he got it though.
Yeah. And so that's what I was talking about in the last stock too. Neeze has been baiting Zen to go for these recoveries. He dodges the recovery with the dodge, then cancels the end of the dodge into a gravity cancel delay into hitting his own unarmed recovery afterwards, and that's how he started stock number 1. That's how he ended stock 2. Neeze sweating,
he went for it.
And he gets back to the stage. Neeze, more than anybody else, has seen the game, end screen, from how he goes off stage while sweating. But he managed to survive that time, so his idea panned out, got a lot of extra damage, and now he is a stock away from winning 3-0 and eliminating Zen out of the bracket.
But Zen is still in an actually pretty decent position here. This is definitely doable for the Poe. Oh, no, the nairs were coming out, though. Triple nair, hit him again, no. Comes down with the dare, though, to finish it up. And just like that, Zen is in knockout range. Neeze with the Sarah gonna send him way out. And the snipe weapon throw is gonna hit him right in the forehead and take him out of here. Neeze knocking Zen out of BCX.
Yeah, quick work from Neeze in the elimination bracket. Gets himself there into that top 64 side on the elimination side. Really well played.
Yeah.
Zen looked like after game 2 kind of checked out. I'm going to be honest.
I mean,
there was that edge guard. He got knocked out at the top after.